Hey everybody, welcome back. We crashed off screen. I forgot to open DX Story, so I opened it, and I forgot that opening it while the game is open will crash the game. But we went back, we did everything, we're all good, and we're just driving up to the hospital now. So this episode is going to be all cutscene and like progress and stuff, and a puzzle and all kinds of stuff. This is going to be an all-action episode.
Zach, we're supposed to go to Greenvale General Hospital.
Haven't heard that 100 times.
Agent Morgan, have you no respect for rules and protocol? We were waiting for you, and now you try to go in by yourself.
Oh, George. I didn't see you in the parking lot, so I thought I'd wait inside.
Just watch it.
That was a very sassy pose by Emily.
I don't like inconsiderate people who think that they're above the rules, and I'm sure I've made this point clear by now.
Calm down, George. He probably just got lost on his way here and rushed in. Right, Agent York?
I'm a day late.
Let's go inside then.
I note that they are staying very far away from you because of your smell.
Probably.
Hello, Sheriff.
Not anymore. Whoa. Okay.
Hi there, Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne.
That's not cologne. That's stank.
Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread, even in the countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
It's a cover.
You haven't heard of this yet? It's a recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place.
Honk.
However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime. The murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone.
You mean Twin
in town.
Peaks?
But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes, much like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Fiona,
Anna,
never
Dad and
say
all.
that.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel.
Or a video
No need to
game.
apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
All right, are we officially in chapter 4 now then? Now that we've arrived? If I do that, we are chapter 3 still. Okay. I believe we can do this. Are we allowed to do this Fiona quest right now? Or I think it might be next chapter, but let's talk to her. Dr. Johnson should be in the computer room. Okay, we must have to do that next chapter. We'll have a lot of opportunities to do Fiona's quest at least. So this hospital is fucking massive. So we need to go find Usha, who's somewhere over here.
And he's a rapper, so I
We
understand.
couldn't find him.
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't
He said check because there's chess
Does the
pieces
doctor not
behind
play
him.
Games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
What does that all mean?
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
All right. I want to see if you can solve this puzzle. It'd be nice if there's music for this. Also, I like those little like, glitch textures. King passes rook and meets bishop. Knight takes a pawn to the queen. What do you think the solution to this is? And by the way, anyone watching, feel free to type in the comments what you think the solution to this puzzle is, because I know the solution. Well, what's going on here is I need to select from left to right in those top squares there. which ones should be where.
King passes rook and meets bishop. So it's rook, king, bishop, isn't it?
All right, let's rook. That one's king, right?
That's queen.
That's queen. King, bishop. And where are the other three?
Knight, pawn, queen.
Knight, pawn, queen. You lose! All right, now, let's see if I remember the answer. Because if memory serves, it's very
Jack, something is
stupid.
still missing. We need more clues.
All right, so you're thinking the logical thing of put them in the order, like, okay, if the king passed the rook, then the rook would be on the left and the king would be on the right because it passed it, you know? Like, you're thinking about it the way it's written, which is what you probably should be doing. The answer is king, rook, bishop, knight, pawn, queen. It's literally the order that they're written down. All of the other words are superfluous. How stupid is that puzzle? The puzzle lies to you. Oh god, that face.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another code?
No, just
But
means he's
there's
downstairs.
nowhere to insert a password.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased. With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple.
Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
Nah.
Why is there a heart on it? All right. Now we need to go find Usha. This takes a little while. Just because the hospital's so big. But we're about to finally get into the murder mystery stuff. Oh, I can check the weather, right? It might rain in the evening. Okay. Which might mean no George quest this episode? I don't know. Right. Wait, down. Oh, for fuck's sake. I think it's this way. Look, the map here isn't even terribly helpful. This hospital is absolutely enormous. Right, so we're about to get into the first proper murder mystery part of the game, where we really start getting clues as to who the murderer is and like stuff to remember. So it's time to start taking notes and whatnot. All right, he should be in here. I think we'll actually get a place to change our clothing this episode too. Every door has the same creak. All right, where is he? End of the hall? How fucking inconvenient is this? Oh, hey. Don't mind if I grab that free money. And maybe I'll save, too, for safety. Here we go. All right.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it. Let's get started, shall we?
Usha, your puzzle sucks.
I was joking about him being a rapper,
This is
but
Agent
he's got that
Morgan
pimp chain
from
and
the
everything.
FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usha Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
The doctor, he's the only one.
Please
Yep.
call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That's a weird
That'll look
response.
rich, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked
It
it.
was so stupid.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
He's actually just looking at all those flies.
Next time,
That's why he's
try
got that dead
challenging us
sticker.
without obstructing an investigation. You've angered the monarch.
I didn't think monarch bees existed.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand. Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing, however, was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Hannah's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized
This music is so
past
inappropriate.
concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold. A case in Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usha, please, limit your report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
Where is he looking?
You're wrong, also. Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
The American Werewolf in London.
The important questions.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song, Blue Moon. George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
What more do you hope to find?
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
Necrophiliac.
Oh, hi, Usha. I know I just said that I was going to look at the body, but I'm just going to stare at you waving your finger around. His age isn't immediately apparent, although he can't be that old. Looks like a trustworthy doctor. All right, neatly wearing fake fingernails. I believe what I need to check is her face. Trace of evaporated liquid around the eyes. Was it a hand? There's a print there. Judging from the impression, she was holding something in her hand, but it was removed around 6 hours before death. And you can see the impression there. The object was circular with a relief shaped like a peace mark. All right. Feet lying on table. Okay. The tongue has been removed. Look at the edge of the stump. It's a worm!
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
There's one other thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Usha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, but I am man enough should the moment call for it.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate. Yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
We'll never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something. There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here. Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
Queen is Anna, knight is York. Bishop is killer.
And neither of them know how to play chess.
Victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Wait, ranking Grandmaster, it said there that his opponent was a computer, though.
Yeah, Grandmaster computer level.
Look out, you might light a fly on fire.
It'll be worth it. Whatever.
He's getting ready to smoke in a hospital.
So, they're here.
All right, we're in our second combat segment. Do I still get to use the phone? Yes, sweet. Let's save again then. All right, so we got our first. Whoops, I accidentally said no. We got our first clues towards the killer. We know the tongue was bitten out. He said the killer's passionate. Got a bunch of stuff there. All right, what direction am I going? That's blocked.
Richard Dunn.
Richard Dunn. We do have reason to believe that he is passionate. We know that he loves the victim's mother, actually. There we go. That's something. Well,
I feel like
that
Chariots
was
of Fire could have been playing during that.
that was Anna, and also clearly a Twin Peaks reference. All right, let me just remember the controls here. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I remember how to do this. Let's just pick random things in the morgue to wheel out. And oh, hey, look.
An egg!
Ammunition. No, it wasn't an egg this time. I'll have you know those are reserved for mailboxes. Huh,
And
I wonder if it's
microwaves.
dangerous out there.
Seriously, I feel like Chariots of Fire should be playing.
No, 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 no. All right, let's get out there. All right, so this is our second combat area. Yeah, let me get some money out of killing you.
Amazing.
There we go. It's not much. Did you drop anything? No, I was hoping for some, like, food or something. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. So this was a leftover of when originally they're gonna be, like, a partly stealth game. By holding my breath, they don't notice me. You can see my adrenaline is going up really fast, though. Oh, you can see them coming through the walls and stuff. There's not really much of a point of doing this. I really could just run around them decently. Yeah, that was them noticing me. It's really not that big a deal, but we don't have proper weapons right now, so it doesn't hurt to get a few kills in here and there. This area isn't very... That was weird looking. This area is not very big.
Spooky!
I do believe I need to find some key cards, though. So it's not perfectly linear. Yeah, like whoa! Almost got grabbed. Does she still know where I am? No, okay. I didn't actually know if once they notice you, they'll keep noticing you. Okay, there's a little bit of use there. They can only really hurt you in melee combat, and it's a little iffy on when they grab you and when they don't. So it's not terribly dangerous. They do actually do a decent amount of damage, though, if you're not good at the minigame. And the minigames are a little bit painful.
Yes, great.
I think I want to go in here. What's this? Coffee, black. Okay, well, I'll send that to Toolbox because we can't carry it on us. So at least we'll have it for later. Ooh, spooky.
An egg!
I swear if it's an egg. A key card. Oh, good thing I went
Who was
in there.
operating on a key card?
Those fiends.
Trying to dissect its heart.
Oh,
Joke's on them, it's just a two-dimensional print of a heart.
pranked you, bro.
It doesn't even look like a regular human heart.
That's a great prank to play on doctors, is you give them medical guides that just has a picture of, like, cartoon hearts instead of real hearts. And so when they go to do, like, open heart surgery, it doesn't look right, and then the person dies. What a prank. There
That's
we
my
go.
other name.
What a prank. You could make a channel out of that. Get rich
I
on
should.
YouTube. Yeah.
Not unlike a gaggle of douchebags while you're trying to sleep.
I've had multiple people quote that at me now. It's wonderful. Oh, here we go. I think we can change clothing here. We can finally change clothing. Why are our suits here? I don't know. Let's go with Workaholic. I really like the green tie. There we go. And then we'll send the old one out for dry cleaning, because good God, it needs it. There
So
we
do
go.
you.
Looking good.
Not anymore, I guess.
And stabilizer. We can have a nap here if we need to, which I don't think we need. Oh, there's a mission knife. I'll send that to my toolbox. No reason to carry that on me at the moment. And a lollipop. Okay, I'll take it. Food's food. I really like how the lollipop looks in this game. Oh, I accidentally sent that to my toolbox. I actually want to carry the first aid. Thankfully, the toolbox is right here. Usually dungeons around the halfway point have a little, like, storage room like this. Okay, we'll take the medium first aid. Oh, it's full inventory? Come on. We really need an item to be able to carry more. I think you can get one at some point. I'll put away the cola. I guess I really don't need that. I have a bunch of coffee anyway. There we go. The healing items are more important. Okay, and we'll drop a save. There we go. All right, that's a good halfway point for the episode. So next episode, we finish the hospital, and then we'll be on to Chapter 4. In Chapter 4, it looks like we have a lot of things to do in Chapter 4, including some fun trivia, and whatever the fuck this mission is with Usha that I don't know what the notes I wrote for it were. Until next time, have a nice day.
I didn't realize the halfway point of a mission came at the end of the video.